Shalom, back with part 3. All right. Pastor Lynn is a liar. Let's continue here. All right. Where I left off in the end of part 2. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away. What is passing away before your eyes? Esau, Edom's kingdom. All right. The white man's kingdom is passing away before your eyes. All right. You go back to the prophecy, right? Which is 2 Ezra 6 and 9. I'm not going to take you there. I'll just recite it for you. All right. Esau is the end of the world. That word world there is 165 in the Bible Concordance. All right. It's talking about the ending of the age. So when you read it, Esau is the end of the age. Do you understand that? The end of his era as in rulership and kingdom. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Who is Jacob? Who are the descendants of Jacob? You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that make up 12 tribes of Israel. You are the descendants of Jacob. Do you understand that? All right, Yahweh's kingdom. And starting with the 144,000, which are all men, 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes, you are co-heirs to the kingdom with Yahweh, pursuant to Romans 8:17. You understand all that? All right. So what you're witnessing is a transition of power. Okay. The kingdom is being translated from one people to another. Where do we read that? Escalatius 10 and 8. For unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. And look, we could be here forever breaking that stuff down. You know, unrighteous dealings. All right, the injuries, okay, the murderous genocides, okay, the unlawful imprisonments. I mean, we could sit here forever and ever, all right? Okay, so for unrighteous dealings, injuries, riches got by deceit, like the Federal Reserve notes, which is not real money. Real money is gold and silver, lands, cattle. You understand that? And all that was taken from us, right? Including our heritage. Okay? So, all right, you people get it? You understand? So, for unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people, right? The Edomites, Esau, Edom, right? He is the end of the world, the ending of his age, and it's, right? It's translated from one people onto another. Who's the other people? Jacob is the beginning that followeth. They're the other people. Do you understand that? Is that simplified enough for you people to understand? Okay? All right? You know, let's understand something. We don't make shit up here. We don't. We read the scriptures. Do you understand that? And it's precept upon precept upon precept. So when you say something, you should have precepts to back up what you're saying. And there are plenty of precepts. You understand that? These people can't do that. Pastor Lynn or any of the other false prophets, they don't do that. They don't tell you who the Israelites are in the churches. They don't tell you who the wicked is. They don't tell you who Esau, Edom is. Okay? But yet this stuff is all over the scriptures, from the book of Genesis to the book of Revelation, and they can't tell you who that is when the Lord completely exposes and condemns them. Yeah, they know who the Israelites are, and they know who the Edomites are. But they're not going to tell on themselves, are they? All right? And the Jakes that, push, these, this Renaissance plantation Christianity, this falsehood for Esau, Edom, they're not in the council of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They were never called in, just like the rest of them. They weren't called in. All right? These are false prophets. All right? So anyway, and I saw, John the Revelator saw the holy city, the New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of the heavens. And again, that's us. That's the elect of Israelites. The 144,000, right? They're all men, 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes, plus that great multitude, all right? That will include women and children. You read that in Revelation 7 and 9, all right? A great multitude of kindreds and tongues, all right? Prepared as a bride adorned for a husband. Again, it's all over the scriptures. Go to Matthew's, the 25th chapter, start at the top. It's the parable of the 10 virgins, all right? 5 were wise, 5 were unwise, all right? And the 5 that were wise are the ones that are going to go onto the marriage with Yahushua. You understand that? And the unwise did not. Why? Because, they had no oil in their lamps. You understand that? You get it? And what's that oil? This truth, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You got that, people? Again, this is not given unto the whole world. This is given only unto an elect within Israel. Okay? An elect, a certain few. All right? Let's quickly do that. Let's go over that. Let's go to, what is that? 2 Peter 1:10. All right. All right. All right. 2 Peter 1:10, right? Wherefore, rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure, for ye do these things, ye shall never fall, right? Ultimately, you are saved, right? By, by grace, by the grace of the Heavenly Father and His Son. You read that Ephesians 2, 8, and 9, all right? So anyway, I want to get right to the word here, election, just to show you people this. And this is what we do, all right? You see this? Election sure, right? Because remember, right? You read Romans 11:7. Israel have not obtained what it seeketh for, right? But the election have obtained it, right? What is it that the election have obtained that all of Israel have not obtained? Salvation, right? Why? Because they're written in the book of life, okay? That 1/3, not the 2/3 of Israelites. You understand? And all this was decreed what? From the foundation of the world, from the beginning. Do you understand that, people? All right. If you read when you read like St. John's 15:16, it tells you there, you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. So again, you have to be invited, right? You have to be, selected, okay? Chosen, right? Many are called, few are chosen, right? When you read down and you get to the last verse there, St. John's 15:27, it tells you right there, ye shall bear witness because thou have been with me from the beginning. The beginning of what? The foundation of the world. You understand that, people? Do you understand that? All right? There's no getting around this. And this is all going to prove it to you, that he's not dealing with the whole world, and he's not dealing with 2/3 of Israelites. He has an elect, okay? So the act of picking out, choosing, the act of God's free will by which before the foundation of the world, see that? Before the foundation of the world, okay? He decreed, okay? He put this into law, okay? His blessings to certain persons. Those persons are Israelites by the seed. It doesn't matter what they look like. They're going to have this truth, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures. Why? Because it was decreed to them in their spirit, all right? It is their blessing given unto them, right, before the foundation of the world. You people understand that, okay? All right. The decree made from choice by which he determined to bless certain persons through Yahushua the Mashiach by grace alone. In other words, by mercy. You understand that? By mercy. Okay? You know, through grace are ye, grace by faith are ye saved. All right? So basically, regardless that, be diligent, to make that calling and election sure, ultimately, it is through the grace, through the mercies of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that ye are saved. All right? All right? A thing or a person chosen. See that? God's elect. Do you see that, people? God's elect. All right. Now we're going to jump up here and we're going to go where it says root, word, etymology. We're going to click on that. For further what? Understanding. What does it say here? To pick out, to choose, to pick, to choose out for oneself. Choosing one out of many. Again, many are called, few are chosen, right? There you go. Yahushua choosing his disciples. You see that? So these man-made religious ideologies has nothing to do with the Lord. See that? Nothing. Those churches, nothing to do with the Heavenly Father or his Son. Okay? Nothing to do with them. All right? You understand that? Choosing one for an office here, you're going to have a rank, all right? A position in Yahushua's kingdom as one of his elect, as one of the 144,000. Of God choosing when he judged fit, whom he judged fit to receive his favors. You see that? The Heavenly Father, Yahweh, choosing, all right, whom he judged fit to receive his favors and separate from the rest of mankind. You see that? To separate from the rest of mankind. Now, give me a minute. All right, this is Jeremiah 1:5. And what does it say here? Before I formed thee in the belly, right? He's telling this to Jeremiah. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. How would he know you? He knew you from the foundation, before the foundation, of the world was created, right? That's how he knew him, right? One of the first spirits. I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, out of your mother's womb, I sanctified thee. You know what sanctify means? To be holy and separate. Didn't we just read that over here? All right? Doesn't it say there? All right? Whom he judged fit to receive his favors and separate from the rest of mankind, to be particularly his own and to be attended to continually by the gracious oversight, i.e. the Israelites. You see that? You people get it? Do you understand that? All right? Okay? So again, so he sanctified thee and he ordained thee, which means ordered and commanded thee to be a prophet unto the nation. See that? Theological school, not necessary. All right? There you go. All right? So again, further here, see, of the God power, the Father, Yahweh choosing Christians. You'd have to be an Israelite to be a Christian. All right? Again, the disciples of Yahushua coming out of Antioch, Acts 11:26, people. You see that? So, and these people have put this label upon themselves, calling themselves Christians, when you'd have to be an Israelite to be a Christian. You understand that, people? You see all the deceptions and lies, all right, that have been played upon you, that have been told upon you centuries. All right. You know what? We're going to end this here. We'll be right back. All right, with part 4. All right. Shalom.